up. Ain't no rebound. I'm one line away from your vibe. My side. Girl, let's pick up. When we fell out. Girl, let's pick up. Ain't no rebound. I'm second delay. Hey, yo. It's the MOE of that show, the Dope Hangouts podcast. Man, it's been a little while. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are right now, please make sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and make sure to share this with at least 10 of your friends, man. It's your boy Simo for more of Everything Media, where no one's got us like us, streaming from room service radio. And I missed my last week, man, but I want to go ahead and give a recap on the Christmas events, man, and get some, post Christmas joy, and just make sure everyone gets their flowers, gets their shout outs, man. It's gonna be a great show for y'all today. We also have the News of Forget Next Week portion, and that's gonna be talking about Ari Don, Mona Love on the Beat Breakers podcast. I could be saying that wrong. I think it's but we're gonna talk about it when we get there, because it's gonna be the clip that we saw is definitely going to be an interesting topic to talk about, man. It's about the power of healthy toxicity, and also why you should never just believe the clip, because it can always be misconstrued and taken out of context. Okay, we're gonna take that clip and we're gonna talk about it from Break Beat Media podcast. That's what it is, Break Beat Media podcast. Shout out to them over there. Thanks. And also, too, last but not least, man, I want to talk about at the end of the show why you should not have a New Year's resolution, people. Why the New Year's resolution, in some ways, kind of like putting the wrong type of pressure on you as a person, and also why it ultimately just leads to procrastination. All right, it's 2022 coming up, y'all. We've been in this pandemic for damn near about 3 years now, it's going to be, and I don't see an end in sight at the moment. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but I think that takes a whole new type of world change to do that, you know what I'm saying? And none of us are on the same page. So it's gonna be a wait. I'm gonna just sit back in the stadium, in the stands, and watch the show play out. But with that being said, man, thank you guys so much for just all the Christmas wishes while I was gone, all the support. I did get a little stomach bug. Thank God it wasn't COVID. But we're feeling back, we're feeling healthy, and we're back to make sure that you guys get the healthy digest of a great, dope motherfucking hangout, y'all. All right, so hope your Christmas was good, because mine was alright. You know what I'm saying? Alright. What we did right before, man, Christmas Eve, man. Shout out to Love, man, the CEO over here who holds it down for us. We got Mike on the board today. Shout out to Mike, man. Love is having her turn. Love is out right now. Just feeling better. She went too hard at her birthday, and it lingered on. But it was a great time, man. It was a great time. Went to the Arts House, right in downtown, and she had a whole section, man. Love was singing happy birthday to her, and it was a great turnout. It was a great turnout. Shout out to everybody who made it happen, man. There was balloons set up at the window, so when she comes in, it said happy birthday, Love. It was black and gold, met her colors. Y'all saw Love's story. You know that she turned up and turned out, man. She was looking fly. A flight came out, man. Kim was there, man. I was there, and it was just a good time to get out. Good time to get out during these times. I made sure, though, don't worry, I have a mask on. I made sure to be careful, because COVID is hitting home. But it was an amazing party right before Christmas Day. But I want to give a big Christmas shout out as well to another hard-working homie. You know what I'm saying? This person went out of his way to make sure that he gave back to the people that gave to him his whole entire life. And I love to see those stories. Isn't it so heartwarming when you go on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and see all those children giving back to their parents type videos? Well, my man Nate did that to his parents, and he put this video on Instagram where he gifted his parents for Christmas, man. They opened a letter, probably one of the last gifts of the night type thing, and he gifted a letter, man. Made him read out the long, amazing, heartfelt letter. And when they came to the next envelope, it was a receipt that said, "Hey, mom and dad, I paid off your house for you, so now you are homeowners, and I just want to give back to you for everything that you gave to me." And it was such an amazing thing. Shout out to my guy Nate, man. He has a print shop, man, called Fresh Manufacturing, and he makes sure that he gives back. He's humble with it, humble and fly, as I like to say, because we're the same dudes, man. He's a hometown homie from Hesperia, and we're peers, man. We grew up wanting the same thing, just to be successful and just to give back to those loved ones around us and make sure that it's worth it. All our hours put in are worth it. It has been worth it, Nate. Props to you, my man. Your shirt manufacturing business is popping. He has orders out the wazoo, man. He has like cases and cases of orders, big contract deals, fresh shirts. I keep saying Fresh, man. That's how I knew him, man. He was Nate Fresh before it was a Fresh Manufacturing, man. Y'all remember Skate Fresh? Everybody in Hesperia listening, y'all remember Skate Fresh, man. He took it and transitioned it, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with jumping over into another avenue while you're still in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You're still in your same lane, but sometimes you gotta take a turn. You gotta run with what you got, man. So shout out to Nate, because he's doing his thing, man. That was really beautiful, paying off your parents' house, man. Kudos and props, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody who works hard to do that instead of just flex on what they got, man. Before you buy that car, man, buy your mama and daddy a house, man. Beautiful thing. My Christmas was pretty mellow, you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like, of course, regular Christmas. Every year since 2020, every Christmas now, I think is just gonna get, less and less in the spirit of. We can all still go out there, buy our gifts. We can all still go out there, put up the lights and the trees. But if you're not really surrounded by family because you can't take a flight, if you're not really surrounded by family because you did catch the virus, if you're not really surrounded by family because they're scared of catching a virus, or you guys have disagreements on taking a shot in the arm, it's gonna be, it's gonna be detrimental towards the whole essence of just family time and togetherness. The whole essence. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know. We could talk about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but it's a shame, man. So I just chilled. You know what I'm saying? I chilled with my boy, and got a gift, and we made sure just to drink. I drank my coffee. He drank his hot chocolate. We just chilled, watched the movie. Nothing really crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. So that was mine. That was my Christmas. And also too, it was kind of conflicting, because being in Yaido, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like a different culture with all that. For my Christmas, or was it New Year's, I have to do 1,000 cuts as well, man. As y'all know, man, I'm the Black Samurai, so I gotta stay with that culture, and I gotta do 1,000 cuts. So that has to come soon on my agenda. I also didn't buy presents for anybody else. I didn't buy presents for nobody, man. It's turning into that year too. Hey, don't feel ashamed if you didn't get nothing for nobody like you used to in all the years before. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take a year off, and sometimes it's like, hey, like, why blow that extra money on consumer stuff when I could invest it into some crypto, invest it into some ADA, some Cardano. Come on now. You got to put your money in the right places, so that way it makes a return. And then a couple years from now, man, you buy every single person in your family, in your immediate and second family, a gift. That's a sacrifice I made this year, so I can buy everybody a gift in the years to come. So that was beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you guys did as well for your Christmas, man. Was it a conventional Christmas? Was it a unorthodox Christmas? You see how I'm using big words? I've been doing a lot of reading while I've been gone too. Shout out to my man Kariga, man. I miss you on the Dope Hangouts podcast. He runs the Underlying Receptions on every Thursday here at Room Service. So, he's doing his thing, but he does have to get back to it, man. Get back to his degree work, out in the field type thing. So, we just keep it on the high five, and I pop in on the show. Y'all gonna see me on there very soon. So it's been a good experience with that. Definitely different talking to yourself, but we still make it work. That's where I came from, so it's nothing new to me. I do want to get into the news of freaking next week regarding Ari the Don, Mona Love. There was this clip that surfaced on Twitter, and it was talking about the blog that posted it made it seem like she was really into the toxic relationships and glorifying the toxic relationships. And toxic is where it's to the borderline like domestic violence type thing. For some reason, it turned her on. That's what she liked. That's what she wanted from a dude. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go over that and talk to you today about how can you have healthy toxic relationships? Ladies, do you love when a nigga gets like borderline domestically violent towards you, and does that like make you more attracted to him and make you want to stay instead of go? And fellas, same here, you know what I'm saying? Do you like the woman that's fucking throwing things around the house and breaking shit and cussing you out and in your face, wanting you to smack her, you to smack her and shit? Mike said they're fun, they're fine. Look, well, that's it. A prime example of the healthy toxic relationship. Because check this out, in some cases you hear about them toxic relationships that go bad, and then all of a sudden turn around into a good thing. Next day, you guys, all made up, or even that night, man, y'all have that amazing makeup sex. Because that amazing makeup sex is basically about 80% of the toxic relationship. You guys fight just to make that makeup sex. And, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in that situation. The makeup sex is fire, huh? The makeup sex is fire. All the names you call me, all the names I called you, all that shit don't mean nothing in the moment, baby. You know what I'm saying? We just sex it out and then come back to our senses and start the day over and move forward. But is there a limit? That's the question. And we took to Twitter, of course. I screenshotted all the amazing screenshots, a lot of criticism, and also too. We're going to talk about why we didn't get the full context, because I didn't watch the whole podcast. I saw that clip and I tried to catch that exact area where they started to talk about it, but I just had to save my brain cells there, ladies and gentlemen. I had to save the brain cells. I couldn't fry them out watching that podcast, because it gets into a lot of just like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that I don't give a damn about. Oh man, so Mike, you ready to get into it, man? We're gonna start with the initial clip, okay, of Ari talking to Mona, which she goes by "Don't Call Me White Girl." I need some context on that, ladies and gentlemen. If you do know, please leave it in the comments. I don't know why she calls herself "Don't Call Me White Girl" when she looks obviously just straight black. So we're gonna get into the first clip without further ado. Let's go.
Hey, bitch, how old is you? Like, grow the fuck up.
Oh, he get you with
yeah,
that.
he do that to me. Then it makes me be like, okay, because I used to pack my shit up. Like, bitch, I'm leaving. Fuck you. Da-da.
That's
Fake
me.
booking the flight. Really never booked the flight. Fake booking the flight. Like, calling my manager, like, yeah, bitch, book me a flight home. Fuck this nigga. Da-da. Calling my mama, throwing shit, breaking shit, fighting. And then, like, now you got to stop me from leaving. But I was never going nowhere.
Oh, yep, you're a toxic
Like,
one.
pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door.
Right.
Like, I'm not
She from the
this.
Shine. She from the Shine. She's from Chicago.
You
folks.
already pull your gun out. I'm finna just sit down because I got a son. I'm not trying to die. I got a son. So I'm only staying because I got a son. I don't want you to shoot me.
That's the most Chicago shit I've ever heard in my life. That should be like under the Chicago flag. It should be just like that.
Yeah.
A Chicago love story.
Chicago love story. Ladies and gentlemen, see, you saw that right there. You see the caption said that says she used to want Moneybag Yo to pull out her gun, and hold on a second, man. She dating Moneybag Yo? That's the girl that bought him some land. I was like, who is she? That's the girl that bought him some land. I didn't know. I don't know what she does exactly as her career, but she got her bag up and money, and she dating Moneybagg Yo. So you see the way that they pulled out of context with what the video was saying. But I think that there was something missing. I think that there was a piece of the puzzle missing, y'all. So it says Ari hints that she used to want Moneybagg Yo to pull out his gun to stop her from leaving him. That she used to want Moneybagg Yo, but she's talking about an actual other relationship. But still, you see the way she like curled up and got all like giddy, like, you gonna put your gun out on me? I'ma just stay because I got a son. I don't want to die. Like that's nothing to joke about. That toxic shit. That far is nothing to really joke about. But it seemed to stir a lot of people up on Twitter, man, and we love to see it. So we're gonna get into some tweets and just get a feel before I talk my opinion about what others had to say about this. So this first tweet is from at Hicks the one, and they say, he says, ladies, please don't follow this kind of example because people get shot every day over silly shit like this. It ain't funny or cool. And he was responding to the thread. So, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, people were up in arms about like her trying to actually glorify that type of toxic relationships. And what really it didn't seem like that to me. But we got other people who jumped into. This is from at Rugrat Hilly. Common sense really not so common anymore. This should never have to be said. And it's like, and it's true. You know, it's true. I can understand if someone is jumping into that situation, really thinking that it's fun and that's their lifestyle. Some people actually like that shit. And I don't understand why. But we can go to another one as well. At Diary of Keezus says it's giving, and this is the type of thread that people want to see. I actually seen this thread on Twitter a couple months ago, and you know, with the music that we listen to, I feel like it's from the movies that we watch, and it's also from this reality TV that we see every day. That people just want. Oh no, we can keep it up. People just want to have that lifestyle, that toxic lifestyle, just to post about it and say that they have that toxic lifestyle. But really, some ain't built for that, because we got some girl saying here, I only want a hood nigga so I can calm him down in front of everybody. I only want a hood nigga so I can calm him down in front of everybody. Not because I want him to love me, not because I want him to treat me right. I just want to be the girl that can save a nigga. So she follows up her thread and it just says, babe, stop. Just look at me. Everything will be okay. Calm down. Baby, it's okay. Look at me. Put the gun down. Baby, put the gun down. I think that's every woman's Cinderella fantasy now. We turn Cinderella from the girl with the shoe and the nice prince chasing her down and saving her just to put back on her shoe and find the girl that he was with at the ball. And now Cinderella being the lady that just want to jump in front of the gun and put her arms out and say, don't shoot, calm down, put the gun down. I got you. Don't shoot. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Look at me. Look at me. And she want to calm down the Hulk type shit. You like ladies want to calm down the Hulk instead of be Cinderella who gets chased down over a glass shoe. That's the era that we live in, and we can all blame social media for that because we just glorify that type of thing. And I know that it's fucking with brains of my generation. It's too late for them. And it's fucking with Gen Z generation, the brains of them, because they feel like that's what we gotta be in like a real loving situation. Love is not love without major toxic traits and major fights. And I think there's a big problem with that. I think there's a huge problem with that type of stereotypical mindset. That being said, OG Dogmas. I don't know many people in these Twitter names, man. OG Dogmas says, again, please get this shit off my screen. He ain't for it. I love that there's still people out there that know better. He ain't for it, you know what I'm saying? And we have actually, can we jump to the video because there was a part where I talk about where this is out of context, right? Even though this is out of context, I don't understand why Ari decided to double down on her comments made on the show instead of explain herself. I mean, I guess in reality, you don't gotta explain yourself for the stuff you say. People should have watched the full podcast. But why double down in like a toxic way? This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about people like this. You know what I'm saying? People like this who get that extra bit of clout for the week, and hence why we call it News Forget Next Week. And they take it and just wanna like push, condense the narrative, double down on it, so people know that they don't give up. So let's go ahead and play this clip that she was on her live with.
Relationship this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. This is, you trying to victimize yourself and use this. Oh, like this. Yeah, don't worry about my wig. Yes, child. Anyway, like, please, stop. You in the comments, you telling your stories about nobody cares. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. Once.
So for the 1,000th time, she don't care. She don't care. There are people in the comments, people mentioning her on Instagram, Twitter, talking about, hey, you should not be glorifying this because I was a victim of this type of domestic violence. I didn't know that I lived in this toxic environment until I really stepped outside of it. And this man was crazy. This woman was crazy. And they really wanted to kill me if I tried to leave. They really were going to harm me and my child, my new boyfriend, my new girlfriend, my brother, my auntie. They were going to harm them if I threatened to walk away from this situation. And all she had to say is that she don't care about the stories, but in reality, that just is like so detrimental to the mind. You know, it's like, do you care about yourself? I know you rich. I know you got your week of clout. I know you dating, one of the biggest rappers currently in the game. I know you out here like that, but just to disregard other people's real feelings and just saying, hey, you have a voice out here, you got a platform. Why would you push that type of narrative? Is really concerning. You know what I'm saying? It's really concerning that people with these types of platforms just say, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, nobody cares. Like, just I said what I said type of thing, And that just all comes down to who you decide to consume, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta know to consume the right people, man, the right type of energy, because the social media life, all these videos, all these people just stunting while the rest of the world is out here really struggling, hungry, broke, and they just on the gram stunting, and that's who you choose to follow and support instead of your own people right next to you who really got good intentions and want to put out the right message. It's a real problem, man, that we put these people on these pedestals, but hey, I'm not knocking her on her hustle. She got to where she was by working hard and buying her man some land. That's some real boss shit. Buying your man some land, that's a real, if it's up, then it's stuck type shit, But hey, that's just how I feel about the whole situation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to this next tweet. And this one was from @ILaugh_last2. Ari was not saying she wants Bag to pull a gun on her to make her stay. She clearly said this relationship, meaning presently, is nothing like she experienced, and that she used to think like that in the past. Listening clearly don't mean shit when comprehension is lacking. You see, I didn't know this. That's why I had to do my due diligence, do your research, you know what I'm saying? Do your DD, ladies and gentlemen. And she was talking about a previous relationship. But still, she didn't have to act all giddy about it, and she should have explained that in her live instead of just clap back at the people. But hey, I guess, the truth ain't important when negativity is at the peak, and clapping back is how you gotta get them views up, you know what I'm saying? This next one is from your girl Wednesday. Your girl Wednesday. What up, girl? Exactly. She was just following up on our last tweet. See the thread? Exactly. Like, they need to watch the full interview. She said her relationship right now is grown, and before she used to be childish and petty. Like, what's not clicking for y'all? So that's why blogs, you gotta read blogs. You gotta listen to the whole interview before you put out. Who put that out? Who was the blog? I see it like a thumbnail. The Neighborhood Talk. You guys should be ashamed of yourself for putting out that false information and saying that she that she used to want Moneybagg Yo to pull out pull out his gun. Used to want Moneybagg Yo to pull out his gun. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You grown. And even if he pulled out his gun, it wouldn't be good. He would be on all types of media as the dude who pulls out his weapon on females. And fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know that Ari was with G Herbo. G Herbo, she has a kid. They have a son together. Her and G Herbo. And there was this video that surfaced earlier this year or last year where he actually got arrested for domestic violence issues with her. With her in the crib. It's all out there. It hit headlines for like a week straight, and they was out there right in front of the baby arguing. G Herbo was in custody of the police, and she was like, he beat me up, you going to jail, bitch, blah, 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 blah. So why would you, if that's true, why would you want that from your new rapper relationship? You know what I'm saying? And Moneybagg Yo seems smart. He seems like a smart guy. Like, he don't want to get caught up in that shit. That's the last thing he gonna do. So y'all ladies who glorify all that type of shit, man, you better think twice, man, because even though that she's getting all giddy about it, you love a nigga that's strong and alpha and fucking in your face telling you to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You forgot about the other situations, the other side of the spectrum, where he really put hands on you and you calling the police and you crying and shitting on his name, hoping that he'd go to jail at the end of it. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to report the news that we'll forget next week. Put some context into your ears, man. No one's got us like us. I got y'all. Let's do this very last tweet, which I thought was really well put together, man. That's why I wanted to put it last. This is from @_Erica G_. Shawty says, I agree, folks. Overreacted a tinge, but you getting online saying you don't care about domestic violence stories is wild at Ari. Because you wanted us to care when Herb dragged you by your frontal on concrete over some jewelry in front of your baby. Made a whole 30 slide post about it. It was over some jewelry. I remember that. Yeah, they had some jewelry that they wouldn't give back and all of some bullshit. Whew. Man, those relationships be crazy. But she's right. Don't get online saying that you don't care about these stories, man. Because you wanted to be the victim. You wanted to play the victim and you got your clout. You wanted him to go to jail. You said you done, bitch, in front of your baby. What if he were still into jail to this day, man? You'd be sad that your baby can't see his daddy growing up. Ladies, gentlemen, think about it. Think about it, man. Think about all the choices that you make and play your life like chess, especially when it comes to relationships. Play it like chess. Relationships being intimate relationships, and relationships being about who you call your friend and your buddy and who you dap up with and put on your Instagram and shit. Because those some people you show all the love to. You show all the love to. You put on the platform, you just want to help, and then they turn around and, man, don't return that shit in return. I never get that. And I never quite got that. It never made sense to me, man. You want people to care when you're the one hurt. It's not so funny when it's you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're on the outside looking in, like, you got all the chance to criticize and put your opinion in, put your 2 cents in. And you don't care because it's not happening to you until it happens to you. And that's a perfect segue into our end of the year topic, ladies and gentlemen. We are transitioning into 2022 where everyone says that they want to change, but I don't see that change. Even in myself. I used to make these New Year resolutions, and I can say no. I ain't gonna front. I used to make light New Year's resolutions and actually kind of stick to them. All those big ones that I made when I was like fucking 18, 19 and shit, I never stuck to that shit because that was just bullshit. So as we transition, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in right now to the Dope Hangout Show on Room Service Radio, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this page with at least 10 of your friends, please. I go by the name of Simo, where no one's got us like us. I'm happy to have you here, man. I'm the dude that's gonna help guide you through this thing called life, you know what I'm saying? And this is a show we shoot the shit, talk some shit, do some shit. please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your comment, man. Let us know what you think, what you would like to see. And we put a lot of work into these videos, ladies and gentlemen. We put a lot of work into the studio. We put a lot of work into our content that we do here. So leaving a free like means the world. It means the world. It helps out more than you can ever imagine. Okay, hey, we ain't taking nothing from you by you leaving a like. We're not gonna get more famous than you, trust me. Just leaving a like just helps me figure out what you like to see, Mo. So thank you for tuning in. We are on the subject of New Year's as we leave 2021 in the dust. 2022 is right around the corner. We have a lot that we want to change about ourselves. Maybe you didn't take advantage of the whole lockdown, and you didn't take advantage of stimuluses in 2021. You didn't take advantage of the time that you actually had while you're on unemployment, and you want to kind of make up for that next year. Listen, don't make a New Year resolution, okay? Because I know y'all out there did exactly that, okay? I watched y'all. I watched you do it. I heard about it, and I watched y'all do it, okay? You thought you had all the time in this world, man. There's a there's a quote. There's a quote, man, that I like to refer to, man, and it's a Stoic quote. It's a Stoic quote that says, oh man, how did it go? It says that I saw it tip of my tongue. It says that we act like we don't have any time. Basically, we don't act like we don't have any time of the day, any time of the week, but we live like we'll never run out of days. All right, we act like we could never have time. We never have 24 hours, but we live like we'll never run out of days, and that's just totally not true. Time goes by like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time goes by like that. So if you're one of the people that I just talked about that wasted their time, good news, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. You still got time. You still got time to catch up. Just don't waste it. Please stop wasting it. And one of the ways you could start is by not having a New Year's resolution that you post on social media just to forget about it a couple days later because you got your friends to see it and like it. That's one thing that we should stop doing as a human race. No more New Year's resolutions, because according to skilled@life.com, they say why you shouldn't have a New Year's resolution is because most New Year's resolutions are flawed to begin with. New Year's resolutions have procrastinations built into them. And after all, setting a January 1st date to implement some changes in your life, some real hardcore changes, implies that we only begin to make changes once that date arrives, rather than doing it now. And there's really no logic in that. You hear me? Like, procrastination is something that even I struggle with. I'm not perfect. If you gotta start within yourself right now and today, and that's how you'll get it done, man. Don't wait till January 1st or 2nd to go to the gym. January 1st, you go be hungover. All right, we see it all the time. I used to work at a 24-hour fitness, man, popping January, February. March come around, y'all know we're in sight. There's nothing inherently bad about setting a New Year's resolution. Where things can get problematic is when you're doing it from also a place of pressure or obligation for setting that date for yourself. You're unnecessarily pressuring yourself. It's not necessary to do that. If you decide that making some type of change is a good idea, then evaluating how big the change is and if that kind of change is actually reasonable and realistic right now. What we don't want to do is set a really large, sweeping kind of goal and resolution and not meet it and feel more stressed out and discouraged, says Dr. Lazarus from CNET. And this article that was posted is actually recent. That shit sucks to wear a mask, but shit, man, it's what we have to do now because we screwed ourselves. All right, it's too late. Can't go back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you thought about the whole Ari the Don situation, and let me know what you did for Christmas, and let me know what you plan to do for the New Year's. Any types of goals that you want to hit. Now, resolutions just goals that you're starting now. Let me know. All right, y'all. Appreciate it greatly for everything. Hey, man, Mike, this is Simo signing out. Peace.